Hello and welcome to our how-to on dairy. Today we're going to be doing an interview Q&A style where Adam and I talk to you about the benefits of adding dairy into your diet and just some tips and tricks to make sure that you have healthy options. So we're going to go ahead and kick it off. I'm going to ask Adam a couple questions and we'll go from there. So Adam, can you tell us some benefits of adding dairy into your diet?
So dairy in specific has different things in it that are high in vitamins. So you're looking at things like calcium, potassium. They're also high in protein and vitamin D. All these things are going to be really good. Calcium, a lot of times, is good because it's the main component in bones and teeth. But what's also unique about calcium, and what a lot of folks don't know, is that you need calcium for muscle contractions. So it's going to help you with your workouts. Vitamin D. About almost half of Americans are deficient in vitamin D, so calcium and vitamin D are a lot of times a little bit higher in our dairy sources, and you can get a lot of what you need daily just from those sources.
Awesome. Okay, so dairy items tend to be high in fat. So what are some things to keep in mind when I'm adding in these options, and what should I look to avoid?
So dairy can typically be high in saturated fat. Saturated fat has had a link to some cardiovascular disease or type 2 diabetes. So what we want to look for are some lower fat option dairies that are going to minimize that saturated fat. So you're looking at things like low fat milk. You can even look at things like some natural cheeses. And just basically cutting down on the saturated fat, but still getting all the vitamins and nutrients that we're getting out of that dairy.
Great. So if I can't have dairy based on maybe allergy or something, what are some other options that I can look for?
So if you can't tolerate lactose, or if you have any kind of sensitivity, you can start to look for, they've got lactose reduced or even completely lactose free type milk at the grocery store. So if you look kind of in the aisles, they'll have some cartons like Fairlife or things like that that are going to give you the benefits of the milk without the dairy. They've also got things like soy milk, almond milk, coconut milk. So a lot of times what they do is they add the vitamins that you need into those without all the lactose involved.
Awesome. All right, and then lastly, can you explain why it's important to add in drinks or dairy options that are fat-free or low in fat? And then also the importance of looking at the food label to determine if it is fat-free or low in fat.
Yeah, that's great question. So when you're looking at low fat and consuming and picking drinks, what's nice about dairy is that the vitamin richness of the dairy is giving you all the benefits you need to fuel your body. When you look at things like sodas and energy drinks and sports drinks, a lot of them are laden with added sugars versus the natural sugars that are occurring in milk are usually less, but going to give you just a little bit of fuel for your body. So the added sugars is a big one. When you're looking at that label, making sure that it's cutting back. So even when you're looking at things like milk, you want to get ones that are not sweetened, like chocolate milk or strawberry milk is going to be added with a little bit extra sugar to help sweeten those. So you can even compare labels amongst different dairy. Also, yogurts is another one that you want to compare labels with to make sure that you're cutting back on sugar, but you're getting all the low fat and the protein out of that yogurt.
Awesome. Those are some great tips and tricks. Thank you, Adam. We hope that you find these beneficial for you, and let us know if you have any questions about choosing your healthy dairy products.